That's exactly how I feel like people with no passion are like. They're just head empty, no emotions, no love, no. Okay, I'm gonna sit here to differentiate the rest of this video, which I shot yesterday. So the intro and right now, this paragraph, the next 20 seconds are today, a separate day. Having a passion is an idea that apparently I've had for 6 years, and I'm very confident that I can pinpoint its origin. Felt my first kind of heartbreak when I was 17, my senior year of high school, and by the time I turned 18, I had become obsessed with the Rolling Stones. And till this day, they remain my #1 streamed artist. It's comforting to know that that period of my life has left an imprint on me to this day. She smiled sweetly, oh no, no, no. Passion can come a long way. Now let's hand it over to guy number 2 from yesterday. I mentioned the origin of having a passion to show how strongly I feel about it. Now, if an 18-year-old can have a passion, so can you, right? I've asked people in the past, what makes them happy? What makes you click? What do you like? Having a passion, actually being passionate about anything in life really, is a value I wish to share with you all watching. Earlier, I quickly showed a note where I first mentioned a topic, and I'll write it down in the comments or description below. But in that note, I said music was my passion. Back in 2019, I listened to 71,000 minutes of music, and music pretty much, it was my whole world. I had a couple friends I would share artists and songs to, and while we don't go at the topic as much as we used to, our bonds have been formed, and we know we're fans deep down. We just hit 2023, and my passion has shifted, and if that's not obvious, it's during the peak of the demic, I finally dived into binging films, which was something I put off for so long because I always wanted to watch something with someone else. Enjoying your own company is a whole separate conversation, but let's get back on track. I freely express how movies make me feel, and I share so many posts on Instagram that at this point, people just know. People know, yeah, that guy's a fan. That passion has escalated to wanting to figure out how movie sets are and how they work out, but I haven't had the opportunity to be on one yet. That'll happen eventually. Another way I've utilized my passion is to somehow, some way, integrate cinematic features through my videos, whether it be through a creative intro, an outro, credits, and one time I even used widescreen on my Valentine's video from last year, which is a personal favorite. I think we need a Valentine's sequel. And finally, music. Come on, every movie has a soundtrack. Every movie is scored. I think being passionate about both things is what makes me obsessed with using copyrighted music on most of my videos. A good number. Some of my videos have a copyright claim saying that the artist or label will receive the money, but at the moment that's 0. So I kind of feel like I can just do whatever I want and not worry about it, because if I'm not making money, let's use all the songs. A video without proper music or those basic default free songs just don't cut it. They don't have emotion. It's like working out without a proper diet. Why bother? Fortunately, YouTube is gonna implement some profit sharing feature with the artist, or where you can just outright buy music licenses. My point here is to stand for something. My goodness, don't be hollow. Have that thing that makes you wanna, and look, listen. There is a fine line between passionate and annoying. Use some self-awareness in your day-to-day. Know when somebody doesn't want to hear your shit, please. I can't tell you how many times people have spoken to me, and I identify their happiness. I identify it. I know whatever it is that they're telling me makes their stomach do flips of happiness. But my God, leave me alone with your obsession. Leave me alone. Leave me alone already. No, seriously, have you ever been in a conversation with somebody that's just dragging, and they're just talking about themselves and what they like and what they do this and and then you just don't care, and then at the end of the day you just want to freaking cut them off because they're just the worst person in the world and you don't want to. I created this little motto towards the end of 2021 which goes, love what you like. You might get pooped on for your interest, you might get bashed, shamed, made fun of, and so on and so forth for being interested in something, but man, you just gotta love it. You gotta love what you like, because at the end of the day, that thing you're passionate about is what's gonna keep you up when you're down.